Hello everybody again, welcome to Motor Gear X. It's been a couple of weeks now since I've actually seen you and spoke to you about bits and pieces. The Bandit's on hold at the moment, and the Mini Me's on hold, the Vito's on hold, and the reason why it's on hold is because of this. I'll give you a bit of a tour in a minute. What it is, it's a Vauxhall Movano 2.2 on an 03. Yeah, it used to be an ex-window van. Used to have the frame on the side. I've had to plug some of the holes on the side, I've got it because my son finishes university in about 15 months to 2 years. We've come up with a plan. He wanted to go on tour Spain, by hotel, and what have you. By hotel and hotel. So we decided that it's going to be cheaper, a better alternative to do it in a camper van. So what I've done is I've bought this van to do it up as a camper, and as I go along I'll show you what I've done. I'll give you a bit of a tour at the moment. 2 seconds. Sorry, I've got my canopy at the moment because it's raining. Sorry about that, but I'm holding it at the moment. It's still raining, tanking down, but I've got it under the tarpaulin, and I'm messing about with it in my spare time. Yeah, in my spare time. So I'll give you the brief detail of what I've done so far. Let's get in the back. So, when I first bought it, all the wood panels were on. The floor, all the panels on the floor was on. It did have a double seating, which is, if you can see that there. I've taken it out, which used to go there on the floor there. The simple reason I took the double seat out, the lights weren't very good there. The reason why I took the double seat out is because a single seat's going to go in. Tell you what, I'll just get back out of the van again because it's not very good light. Don't know if that's any better. Right, there we go. Yeah. I'll see if I can spin it around there. There you go. All the boards out, cleaned all the walls down, both sides, took all the boards off the floor, cleaned all the floor, because with it being an ex-window van, this van was absolutely manky. And when I mean manky, I mean absolutely manky as. It took me 2 days just to clean the inside, took all the boards out. I'm only going to replace a few of the boards which are going to go on the side because the van's going to get insulated and vapor sealed. That's in the future, but like I say, I've got it to that stage at the moment as my camper build. I've cleaned all the doors down. Like I say, I've got to plug some of the holes in the floor where some of the boards have been, because I'm going to put the joists in and put the insulator in and put the boards on top, which are going to create different holes into the wood and what have you. So I'm going to plug some of them and put rust heat on places of the floor which is down there, it's not bad, just a bit of crust. Scraped it off, put a bit of rust in it, because obviously it's going to be sealed up before long, so I don't want that getting anywhere, so I put some rust heat on there. Cleaned all the wheel arches down, that one and that one, they were absolutely pitted. What I've done is the side here, this side here, that was all scraped and scarred and whatever, so I've quickly rubbed it down and put a bit of paint on it just to tidy up for a little bit. Also going down here, all here on the bottom there, that was would have been an ex like window van, that was all scraped and scarred and whatever, and I rubbed it down with a bit of wet and dry. Put a bit of primer on, put a bit of top coat on, just to brighten it up a little bit. The bump was half hanging off because I took it off because I wanted to get onto the bottom bit, onto that bit there, because that was all rusty and what have you. I don't know if you can tell, I'm a bit mucky today, my hands look. I've just completed doing some of the brakes. The calipers were seized, so we had to take them off, and because the van had been stood, it was stood for about 15 months on a farm. That's where I got it from, on a farm. Didn't pay a lot of money for it, to be quite honest, but the engine's meant it's only got 100,000 miles on the clock, and I've got the last few MOTs, which is there's no advisories on the MOTs and what have you. Quickly went round it, and it's sound van, to be quite honest. I just want a few daft little bits and pieces down there. I like it. Oh, there's the sun coming through. The driver's side seat, I've had to really scrub and what have you and clean it. Anyway, getting back to the brakes, I'm going off the scale here. Get back to the brakes. I've unseized the calipers. I put new brake hoses on. I put new brake cables on because they were seized as well. I think it was the handbrake cables which was seized first and then made the calipers seize and what have you. So like I say, I freed them off and put brand new calipers on. Put new brake pipe. Unseized the calipers. Put new flexis on, brake flexis. Put new brake piping on, all on the back. They've had all new brake piping put on the back. And handbrake cables and the handbrakes, bang on. It's got new pads and it's got new discs as well on the back. So the brake on this back of this vehicle is absolutely spot on. So that's what I've been doing the last couple of weeks. I've been doing all that. I've just finished now putting some extra brake pipe on, unseizing the compensator on the back, which relieves the pressure from the front to the back. That took someone's season. Obviously put the brake pipes in, bled the brakes and stuff, and that's what I've been doing today, and the pouring down rain with the canopy on. So everything's been scrubbed. The worst thing on this van, and the worst thing, it's a Move On 03, the worst thing on this van I found was the bump stop on the side of the vehicle. It's a water trap, so I noticed a bit of rust behind one of them, so I took the bump stop off and it was just rusty, wasn't in it, to be quite honest. I mean, it's still good, but there was one or two of the oils which had gone through. I've rubbed down and sorted them out and what have you. And on the inside, I don't know if you can see, there, where the bump stop was there, and on the further down there, I've ground it out, put some rusted hibber on it, and I've actually put some underseal over the top of it, so it protects it from the inside. So I put ground it down to the bare metal, put some rusted hibber on it, and then put some underseal on it to protect it from the inside. I didn't need to go that far because it's going to be a camper. I won't be able to get behind there again because it's all going to be boarded up. Everywhere you look, like bits and places like this, had a little bit of a rust spot on the inside. How? I don't know. So I've treated it quite well and what have you. So I've just basically gone down, making sure that everything's all right and what have you. This is me, I think it'll be second or third weekend I've spent with it, doing it and what have you. To get to this stage now, it's took a lot of time and effort, to be quite honest. Up and down, on my back and what have you. You lads out there who do all the cars and vehicles and your weekend warriors, it is absolutely tiring, to be quite honest, when you've got a full-time job as well and you're working around that. I'll just change hands there because the hands there on that side. Yeah, all the weekend worries, it does take a lot out of you. So I started early this morning. It is now, I think, about 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday. I started yesterday about 2 o'clock. But like I say, every little bit you do is a plus. Doesn't matter what you do, every little bit's a plus. That's the way I look at it. I've completed the brakes have all been done, all on the back, so I'm happy with that. The next thing is to is to, oh, I'm going to put some, sorry, I've got some, I've got two shockers, back shockers for it as well. I mean, the pair of shockers were only, for a pair of shockers were only 25 quid. I got them quite cheap, brand new. I'm not sure what make they are, but it doesn't matter because they're brand new, and the gas shockers as well. So they're going on as well on the back, so that's the back complete. I've also got two anti-roll bar bushes, like a pear-shaped anti-roll to go on the back, because one of them looks a bit iffy, so the pair cost me a fiver. I think it was I'm not sure if it was Amazon or eBay, but a fiver brand new for the pair. You can't fall off for that. So like I say, that's going to go on as well. If it's going to be a camper, and it's going to be one of the going to be kept in the family. Yeah, kept in the family. Sorry, I thought I had something in my pocket then. I thought I'd lost it. And it's going to stay in the family. I don't mind doing the extra bit, because if you're going to sell it to somebody, you just do the bare essentials and then get rid of it. But at the end of the day, it's going to be a long-term project. It's going to stay in the family, whether it's going to be for my son or me or whatever. It's going to stay in the family, this, because that's why I'm spending the extra time on it. I don't know if you can hear that. That's the rain coming down again. I'm under the canopy, so I'm alright, under the tarpaulin, so I'm alright. The dash and everything, well, it must have had about an inch of dust and muck on it. That's all being cleaned. My son done all that. He came in one day and done it all and what have you. I don't know how many times the back wheels have been on and off, on and off. I don't know how many times I've jacked this up and put axle stands in the last three weeks. It's unreal, I've lost count. But that's what we do. Because to tell you the truth, that's what we do, because we love it. We love messing about with vehicles and whatever. Especially I do anyway. That's what the channel's all about. Motor Gear X. Anything motor. You know what I mean? I'm not really bothered. I don't mind doing it, because at the end of the day I've got like which I class as like a stressful job, Monday to Saturday morning, and this is therapeutic for me. I'm not about doing this. It's therapeutic for me, so I just like getting on with it, to be quite honest. So like I say, I'm going to update you on all the bits and pieces of my video as I go along. So that's the update at the moment. As I get a bit closer and what have you, and do more jobs, I'll let you know. So this is Jeff, at the moment, out.